All right, welcome to episode 28 of Dad's Rank Things. I'm Jones.
I'm Tyler, and we have with us our very first guest dad. We jokingly tell David he's going to bring a new demographic of older dads, to our show here.
True dat.
So
we're hoping we get a spike in older dads here for this show. But we've come up with some good categories that we think you'll like. And if you're tired of hearing our voice, good for you, because now you hear someone else's.
You get a sexier face to look at now.
A what?
A sexier face to look at.
Dear, I would have to defer on that one. I just know I'm one of those people. I'm long-time listener, first-time caller.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I like that. Welcome. Our first topic today, we're going to talk about, there's a lot of things as dads that you try to look cool doing, but there's always something that is just going to turn out bad. So top 3 things that you never look cool doing, even though how hard you try. My number 3 is walking by casually when somebody is mopping or sweeping or vacuuming.
Around
in that space. You're kind of in that space, but somebody's right in front of you, like kind of tipping to them back and giving them the casual oils, oh, sorry, those kinds of things. So that's my number 3.
That's pretty specific.
Way more specific than I am, I'm sure.
I like it. My number 3 is mowing with a push mower. I think you could look cool on the right riding mower.
Yeah.
You know, you can kind of lean back, maybe even have a drink.
I think you can look cool mowing. I love mowing the lawn with the push mower. Maybe that explains
This is the whole point of the category.
Yeah.
And here you are going, I look cool mowing the lawn.
I think I look cool mowing the lawn. I love mowing the lawn.
We'll see. What's your number 3?
All right, well, this is a shout out to my youngest daughter. I don't think I look uncool, but it was the first words out of her mouth, and I have a prop. It's taking my reading glasses and setting them on the top of my forehead. I do this all the time. I'll if I have sunglasses, I'll wear them on top of my forehead, and my middle child will just reach over and just grab them off my forehead and you're not playing with this toy the rest of the day. So that's my number 3, is wearing my reading glasses on top of my head. And I'm just going to leave them here for a while.
I haven't graduated to that yet, of putting glasses on top of my head, but I think there's a time when that comes as a dad.
I got a warning in my last eye doctor appointment that said, you're going to have that time pretty soon where when you look up and you look down, it's different. And I said, not this checkup, buddy. Move it along.
Oh, I see. So will you be
He's warning me.
What about the glasses that clasp around your neck?
That's a little bit more stylish, I think.
I think maybe that gets me out of jail for not being cool.
Good Father's Day gift, girls.
Oh yeah, sure. I can't wait for that one.
There you go, number 2.
My number 2 is put my wallet back in my pocket. Yeah, it's cool to pull it out, but then putting it back in is the tough part. So you always miss on the second, and it's a third stab. You end up look like you're spanking yourself inside the grocery store. So for me, it's put my wallet back.
Pulling it out is cooler.
Yeah, putting
it back in is tough. I ditched it. I'm like the wallet on the phone guy now, what I probably am not cool doing. Number 2 for me is using a can opener. Mm-hmm. There's just no cool way to open cans. And when you get in there, and you got the weird face going to make sure everything is lined up and you miss it a few times. I grew up with the electric ones. You know? But then I've never used one since. And so I can't look cool.
So how do you get cans open?
Mechanically, the old school.
Grind it.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that do you guys both have electronic ones?
No,
I've got.
But I'm left-handed, so for me it looks even more awkward because they're not made correctly.
Oh, do you know how many things in life are not made for left-handed people?
I'm sorry, Jones.
I had to grow up in life with the left-handed desks that weren't. Every desk had the little thing that was on this side, and I would have to reach over with my left hand.
Are you both left-handed?
Yeah.
I am left-handed.
What's your number 2?
Well, my number 2, I actually pulled this off on the Saturday before I went my daughter's wedding. She got married on Martin Luther King Day weekend. Had to go to downtown Clothier to pick up some new shoes. You like the phrase Clothier?
I like that's good.
Went to pick up some new shoes, and it had just rained slightly in the morning, and it was a little cold, and I'm just walking along, I got my little smoothie, hit a little patch of ice, and I went, what's the phrase you want to use? Something over tea kettle. Fact was, the slipping on the ice is my answer. I mean, my smoothie went flying in the air. My head was bouncing on the floor like it was a basketball, and I literally laid on the pavement in the middle of 5th and Main for about a good 45 seconds going, is anybody going to come over here and help me out?
Is somebody going to check on me?
Nobody's coming around,
not.
So now I've got to get up on this
ice.
Mm-hmm. It was. I'm sure I looked like the dorkiest person in the world.
Ice walking.
Slipping is one of those stuff that it's an emergency response. like once your feet start to go, your hands start to go, and then your head starts to go, so your whole body gets involved.
You don't look real cool.
No. My number one is another bodily function. It's sneezing.
Oh, yeah?
So I've tried for probably the past 5 years to find a manly way to do it. So every time I feel myself about to sneeze, I say, I'm going to do this a manly way, the way Chuck Norris would do it. Unfortunately, it sounds like a sick train. So sneezing for me is something I cannot look cool doing.
I love the way
So
Chuck
how
Norris
do you
sneezes.
sneeze then? I mean,
Most of the time it's high pitched, so I try to then
Okay.
overcompensate with volume rather than trying to go a lower pitch. And
Yeah, I've just decided
gruffy.
at my age, I just sneeze and I don't care.
Are you guys
Wherever it
multiple
goes.
sneezers?
Yep,
or
3 times.
Oh
every
yeah,
time.
Three?
oh yeah,
Three.
yeah.
I think I controlled that. I think it's controllable. So I argue anyone that says it's not, I think you can get it out in one if you focus hard enough.
Focus is the key.
Focus is the key. My number one thing I don't look cool doing is changing the cat litter. You're hunched over poop, man.
I don't think you're supposed to look cool doing
There's
that.
no cool way to do it. I just can't. You know, it's poop and it's coming through my hand. So what do you want to do?
Good news is most of the time you're not seen by anybody whenever you're doing that. That's not.
That's
something
why
you
it's
do in
held in a
public.
private place.
Yeah,
it's not
you
for the
don't do it in
cats.
public.
It's for your non-embarrassment.
It's ironic that 2 of our number 1 choices have something to do with poop.
Okay, let's
Because
go.
mine is the moment that you're in the bathroom, you know, and you're kind of wrapping up and you go, dang, there's no toilet paper here. So then you have to stand up and waddle through the house with your pants down around your ankles to go get. And of course, I store the toilet paper in my daughter's bathroom, which is like as far away from my bathroom as could possibly be. So here I am
The
waddling
next
through my
possible
house.
stash.
Oh,
you have
yes.
to know where your options are around
Yes.
the house.
That's key whenever you replace toilet paper, though, I think, and that's thinking ahead. But always put a backup.
Yeah,
whenever
and I
you
never have a
replace them.
backup.
Oh man,
so
you gotta have
so
a backup.
so there it is, trying to waddle through the house with my pants around my ankles to go get the next roll of toilet paper.
Now a hack for that is putting facial tissue on the back of the toilet.
No,
That's what you
not
got
that
to do.
smart.
That's the backup.
Clever.
Cheat.